So you're selling your home in Houston, Texas. Congratulations, you have a buyer. Now what should you expect once you go under contract with that new buyer for your home? Stay tuned and we'll talk about all the little details that might happen post-contract before you get to the closing table. Hey guys, Ronda Doxey here with the Real Haven Group in Houston, Texas, and welcome back to our YouTube channel where we talk about all things real estate and fun things to do around Houston, as well as great neighborhoods in the area. Today we're talking about what happens after you go under contract with a buyer for your home. Well, just a little reminder, in Texas there is a little box that the buyer can check that they're accepting the property as is, but it doesn't usually mean they're going to accept the property as is. There's also a portion in the contract that gives them a period of time, usually 10 days, for a nominal amount of money for the unrestricted right to cancel the contract. So this is a time that they usually hire a home inspector and do some more due diligence on the house before they decide to actually go through with the contract and buy the home. So just be prepared. No matter how perfect your home might be, the inspector is going to find something. It's a very, very detailed inspection in which the inspector will come in and look at every little detail of the house. It's a report that can come back between 7 and 15 pages, sometimes more depending on the size of the house. The inspector usually spends 2 to 4 hours on the property going over every little detail of the property. They look at the foundation, they look at the roof, they look at the electrical, plumbing, etc. They even look to see if you need caulking along your baseboards. So don't be offended if something comes back on the report. So when the report comes back, the buyer agent's going to submit a request to either have a reduction in the price of the home or possibly a credit at closing to cover some repairs, or they may just ask you to do certain repairs. So this is when a good real estate agent with negotiation skills can really help out when you're selling your house. So there's a lot of things on the report that might come back that are really minor things that really don't mean anything, and hopefully they're only asking for things that are major that maybe didn't get disclosed on the seller's disclosure, which I highly recommend if you're filling out a seller's disclosure to make sure and disclose everything you might know that might be wrong with the property on the disclosure, because that helps with negotiations after the report comes back. So let's say that the window that you disclosed was losing gas comes back on the report and they want you to replace the window. You can always just say, look, it was disclosed when you signed the contract. So that's why that seller's disclosure is really important up front. Once you get past the option period, it's usually pretty easy. There's only usually one other big hurdle that you have to get through, and that's the appraisal. By now, hopefully the lender has ordered the appraisal and it doesn't hold things up. And if you have the home priced right, it should appraise. But it could be another opportunity for some further negotiation. And again, a good realtor can really come in handy during this time. If you have more questions about the selling process, just click the link below and we'll be happy to send you a selling guide, or stay tuned for some other videos on this channel about buying and selling real estate in Houston, Texas. Thanks for joining us and have a great day.